IOTA. So, IOTA in the 2017 cycle did really well. Really well. In the most recent cycle, about half as well. So realistically, I want to take a look at where this is going. There's actually been some really good innovations on IOTA. They've got really strong relationships with governments, and they are one of the few that are cryptos that are globally compliant. So there's a lot of positives, but in terms of price action, where can this go? Before I get into any of that though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on this channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying these coins. These were coins that I expected were going to make me a lot of money. If you'd have done the same and put in $100 into these coins when I released the videos, these are the prices you got in on. If you'd have held them for about 16 months and then sold them, these are the prices you'd have sold at. If you'd have done that for all 26, $100 into each, a total profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand, which is pretty good. Pretty damn good in under a year and a half. What other market are you going to get that in? Now, I don't share the coins I'm in anymore on YouTube. I do share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So if you were to join up at copymycrypto.com today, you'd see my entire portfolio. When I add to my portfolio with a new coin, I will let my members know what coin I'm adding, at what price, what percentage of my money I'm putting in as well. When I sell a coin, I let my members know what coin I'm selling and at what price. So again, the members get in on coins at the same price. They get out of coins at the same price. They make the same profits, but they don't have to do any work at all. If you go onto the site, you'll see the profits the members have made. It's all public record. You can verify it. That's why there are thousands of members on the site. Now, we're currently in a bull cycle, but we're having this pullback. We're having this sideways action, and realistically, it's probably a pullback for a little bit longer. You've got time to sort your portfolio. If you're not happy with it, if you haven't got started, now is actually the time. It's the perfect time to start getting in on it because prices are dropping. You're going to get in on coins at better prices. So have a look at copymycrypto.com now because I'm sure it'll be able to help you out, guys. So let's talk IOTA. Now, you'll notice IOTA was one of the coins I was talking about and one of the ones I got into in 2020. Now, it's just struggled this year. So first of all, its all-time high was like $5.77, something like that. $5.69, right? In the last bull cycle, it peaked at about $2.50. $2.52, I think, to be exact. So about half, right? A little less than half. Now let's talk positives of IOTA. Firstly, look, it's a DLT that is built on a DAG called the Tango. This enables the exchange of data and value on a decentralized platform. Together with staging network Shimmer, IOTA aims to offer solutions to establish a secure, permissionless infrastructure that can drive the economy of the future. Now, they deliver tools for creating and managing custom layer 2s, which are EVMs, and these can deploy smart contracts, all the great things that you would want with a layer 2. And IOTA is, in terms of positives, right? So first of all, I don't consider charitable non-profit as a positive. But this has been founded since 2017, and they have really strong ties with governments. They have really strong ties with the EU. The Ecosystem Foundation is based in Abu Dhabi in the UAE, which is obviously going more heavy into crypto these days. It is also one of the few that are that are globally compliant with 20022 compliant. So there are 9 cryptos globally that are compliant. You've got IOTA, you've got Cardano, Algorand, XRP, Stellar, XDC, Hedera, another one, and Verge. So there are 9 compliant right now, and IOTA is one of them. That actually does put them in good stead because look, this is they're compliant with the new global messaging standards, which are basically every single financial institution, and I don't mean crypto, I mean all financial institutions have to be compliant with this standard by the end of this year or the second quarter of next year. So the ISO 20022 compliance actually bodes really well. Anyone that is compliant in theory are ones that could be used for a CBDC. I'm not going to go on to rant about CBDCs. If you're positive about a central bank digital currency, if you think that's a really good thing, I highly recommend that you look into that because it is literally one of the worst things that could happen to all of us. However, the infrastructure that would support CBDC would be worth, in theory, it could be worth trillions of dollars as a market cap. So it's worth noting that while they would be a stain on humanity in terms of once they came in, if you're an early investor in the technology that supports it, you're going to make a lot of money. Also, look, this is actually a pretty good article here. Adverts. Called IOTA, is it dead? I think. The price prediction is IOTA dead. No, it's not dead. It's definitely not dead. One really interesting piece of news that's come out is that they're going to be playing a massive role in the revolutionizing of 6G technology. Now, obviously, 5G is knocking about. You've got there. I'm not sure necessarily. Again, this level of technology is good for anyone. I can't imagine the frequencies that are going around the world. If you're in those areas, are going to be good for you, for your health. But again, 6G will be the next iteration, and a technology that supports it could do very, very well. So, transforming the landscape by enabling large-scale federated learning, enhancing network efficiency, and ensuring the utmost in secure and reliable data sharing. It's also making waves in the patent world. The new patent that they've got delves into the intricacies of designing and optimizing endogenous intelligent architecture for G6 networks, tackles the challenges of implementing federated learning in expansive 6G networks. The patent introduces a hierarchical federated learning network architecture that employs both main and shard chains, also boasts an improved IOTA consensus algorithm for shard chains, along with an enhanced PBFT consensus algorithm for the main chain. All the innovations are aimed at elevating 6G network efficiency, streamlining federated learning models, etc., 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 etc. So IOTA is by no means dead. The technology, like the actual innovations that are coming from there, combined with the partnerships that they've got with particular jurisdictions, bodes really, really well. However, it is worth noting that the price action is piss poor. I will point out, not on Coinbase. So that is worth noting. Now look, it experienced the majority, like half the bull cycle of 2017, but ran to very good highs. From 18 cents to highs of $5.69. That's pretty good. This most recent bull cycle, $2.52. It's on a downtrend. So something significant has to happen to break that downtrend. Number one would be a Coinbase listing. Number two would be a CB. Well, no, that's bollocks. Number one would be providing the infrastructure for a CBDC. Say it was the euro. This would blast. This would break an all-time high. Just anything that does that would. A Coinbase listing would be one of the second things that could be very beneficial, and that would cause an inevitable bounce. We'll probably see this do 4 or 5x off the back of that news. So this becomes quite an interesting one. I personally don't think this is breaking the high that it broke in 2021. I think $2 is probably a fair target right now. That is on a downtrend in terms of price. It genuinely wouldn't shock me if it struggled to break like $1.50. because the downtrend is there in terms of long-term price action. Also, the volume is really weak when you look at the market cap. So there is a lack of interest here. You know, at certain points you had this trading, you know, several $100 million in the day. Now, you know, IOTA's lucky if it's doing sort of 20 million in a day. Some days it does, some days it doesn't, but it's really weak volume for a coin of this, with a market cap of this size, which is a signal for loss of interest. I think there are very strong innovations coming out of it, particularly with regards to the 6G. So there is, in theory, a world where 6G, again, if they were to provide infrastructure for some of the more prominent tech companies within the wireless network space, then maybe this could do something pretty well. Otherwise, I'm hesitant to say much about like a new high. I think it's going to massively struggle to break the downtrend. I think $2 is fair, but like I said, if there was a Coinbase listing, it could bounce past $2.50, depending on when that listing occurred. If this coin was at 80 cents when the Coinbase listing's announced, it should, in theory, break its previous high of its previous 2021 high of $2.52. Otherwise, I think we're stuck max at $2, but I wouldn't be shocked to see it struggle at even at $1. But again, external variables here are going to be a massive thing. CBDC, 6G, those things are going to really matter. Or the Coinbase listing. Otherwise, nah, can't see it. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, all you have to do is join up at copymycrypto.com. If you go to that site, on the site you will see the things I've said in the past. You will see what the members have made. Everything on there is public record. It's all on the history of this channel. You can verify it. Copymycrypto.com is where I dive into the markets. I share my entire portfolio. When I add to my portfolio, my members will find out exactly what coin, at what price I'm going to add it, what percentage of my money I'm going to put in. When I sell a coin, I do the same thing. I let my members know what coin I'm selling and at what price. So my members buy coins at the same value, sell coins at the same price. There is no work for the members. They make the exact same profits. There are thousands of members on the site, and if you actually go on there, you'll see why, you'll see the profits. A lot of my members know nothing about crypto but are making great money in this space. So if you've not got round to it, go to the site, read through it all. Because if your portfolio isn't sorted, you've actually got the perfect opportunity while we're in the middle of this sort of pullback that you can actually get your portfolio sorted and at better prices than you would have even a month ago. So check out the site, guys. And that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.